Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
I've always said that travel broad.
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit, unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not! From what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night. Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Ooh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed. Which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future.
wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible.
Revelio.
Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of 2 statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
Alohomora.
done. You're in. Remember, use a disillusionment charm.
Revelio.
So no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle, after all.
Revelio. Hello, Hamora. Revelio. 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 Got it. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
How are your students getting along this year?
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of coddled cape flappers that can scarcely tell the difference between aconite and asphodel.
Yes.
Revelio. This must be the prefect's bathroom. Preparo. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
On my... You do not belong here.
This must be the prefect's bathroom. Revelio. Hello, Hamora. Revelio.
Troll. How dare you speak to a prefect that way? I'm a prefect too, you twit. That's it. 50 house points. You know you can't do that.
That you are to be remanded at once.
Revelio.
I wouldn't be a prefect if I didn't enforce good ways. That had... What trickery are you up to? I wouldn't be a prefect if I didn't enforce the rules.
Revelio. Revelio.
Plenty of other perils and troubles to send them my way, though. Well, I suppose I should begin with...
I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season.
Revelio.
I know when I hear a winning bet, and Ravenclaw would not have been that. Not this year, anyway. What was what? It's a majestic sport. Encompasses the whole of the human condition.
Oh, how's that? Well,
Oh, I suppose I should pay closer attention at the next match, if there ever is one.
Revelio. Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
Hello, friend. I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can. I would like your help with something.
As I mentioned, my sister Anne misses Hogwarts, and she hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you there. It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you're faring well with the blasting curse. It's still one of my favorites.
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
I hope you've been staying vigilant.
I've not heard from my Uncle Roland in quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry.
You're back. Nice to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you. What are we looking for today? Nice doing business with you. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Glad you came.
Revelio.
I'll say it again. Can't thank you enough for helping to save the village from those trolls.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Revelio.
Seems like a quiet night.
This place has seen better days. Revelio.
Or it could be you, if you get my meaning. When the clouds are dark is always they come after me. And graves.
Revelio.
Someone... You! What do you think? Thought we'd forget about that job.
There you go.
Oh, still your little knees all.
Arrest the momentum. Compulsor.
You dare slay one of my own? You will fall!
Arrest the momentum.
Master your armors, haven't you?
Compulsor. Revelio.
Feels like I've been at this for hours. One less.
Arrest the momentum. Compulsor. Expelliarmus. Revelio. Levioso. Diego. Accio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Cast fiends. Revelio.
I could use some gold.
Ah, up a Hogsfield. Well, where to find Mrs. Sportle?
New instruments.
Upper Hogsfield is being terrorised by Ranrock's loyalists. It's not right.
Hello, Hamora. Revelio.
A sickle, a galleon.
Revelio. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect Horklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Horklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
I can certainly try and find some for you.
That would be wonderful. I'm worried about the travelling vendors and would love to get them more Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting Horklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Horklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those Horklumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
Can't figure out why this...
Accio!
What?
Expelliarmus! Confringo!
I don't get that.
Accio!
What have you done? Who taught you?
Levioso! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Revelio! This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
I find the rarest beast in the forest, I do. You're lucky if you find a rat.
Accio!
My bite. That's just pitiful. You little cow!
Expelliarmus! Levioso! Confringo!
There,
Accio! Levioso!
Expelliarmus!
Confringo!
You won't escape again, coward. Come back here!
Revelio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Accio! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Accio! Levioso! The beasts are safer now. Revelio! Revelio. Revelio. Better have a look around. See about the Hawk Clumps and the box of letters. Confringo! That's at least one Hawk Clump. Confringo! Expelliarmus! Accio! Levioso! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Glacius! Revelio! Oh. Confringo! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Lumos! Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Getting there. Just a few more Hawk Clumps to harvest. Levioso. Accio. Revelio. Revelio. Either I'll have to fight that troll, or we'll do it together. Expelliarmus, Confringo! Incendio, Confringo, Expelliarmus, Glacius. Incendio, Confringo. Revelio. Incendio. Protego. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Incendio. Glacius. One less foul. Revelio. Almost there. One more Hawk Clump to harvest. That's all the Hawk Clumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Depulso. Arresto Momentum. Reparo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Incendio. Glacius. Accio. Confringo. Revelio. Revelio. This must be Sorona's box of letters. I think that's everything. Sorona will be glad to have this back. Revelio. I should find Mrs. Sprottle. She'll be glad to get these hawk lumps. This looks intriguing.
Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. I have good news. I was able to harvest some hawk lumps for you, and I found Sorona's box of letters.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion. And Sorona will be delighted to have those letters. How kind of you. Now you be careful heading back to Hogsmeade.
I should take this box of letters to Sorona. She'll be glad to have it back. Excuse me, did you say something about Bardolph Beaumont?
Oh, hello again. How nice to see you. And yes, I did. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph. Only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practising dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot, I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
Revelio. Hello, Serona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk lumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
I would say that Irondale is not appropriately named. Stop right there! Someone get me now!
Yes. Accio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. I should investigate. Expelliarmus! Confringo! Protego! Levioso! Accio! Reparo! Incendio! Confringo! Glacius! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Is that Inferior's wearing a wooden jumper? That must be Gargoth. Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Incendio! I'm not sure if Vernon would want to know what really happened to him. Revelio. This mentions Inferi. Something about it being Bardolph's turn next. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Revelio.
Ranrock's loyalists are a menace. What can be done?
Madame Beaumont, I believe I have some news of your brother.
Bardolph? What do you know of my brother?
I regret to say that Bardolph had been turned into an Inferius, and I had to kill him.
What? But how could you possibly think that an Inferius was my brother Bardolph? That's absurd!
He was wearing a woolen jumper, hand-knitted.
No. This can't be.
I'm truly sorry. I wish it had been better news. I wish you well, Madame Beaumont.
What more could I have done? Oh, Bardolph! Bardolph, my dear.
I couldn't help but overhear. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. My apologies. I've not been myself since we last met. Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. No regard for our beloved hamlet or our livelihoods. Ruthless. It's Ranrock I have to thank for losing Bardolph. If only I could somehow rid our hamlet of these monsters. I'm simply at my wit's end.
I'm unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists. Perhaps I can do something.
Much as I would love to be rid of them, I wouldn't want you to risk injury, or worse. Please be cautious. We should not have to live in fear. This is our home.
I remember you.
It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard.
How nice of you to stop by. Bring me a dozen shoot. Over here!
Accio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Protego! Accio!
Are you sure?
Confringo! Expelliarmus!
You will crack. Nice of you to stop such.
Confringo! Expelliarmus!
Lucky, that's all.
Accio! Confringo! Leviosa! Expelliarmus! Accio! Expelliarmus! Accio! Leviosa! Confringo! Accio! Expelliarmus!
I won't rest until you're dead.
Accio! Leviosa! Confringo! Expelliarmus! You only have Ranrock to blame. Revelio!
One camp down, one more to go.
How nice of you to stop by.
Accio! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Someone here. I'm a goblin, not a
Expelliarmus!
boy!
Confringo! Accio! Protego! Leviosa!
What are you?
Expelliarmus! Confringo!
That was
Accio!
well played.
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Accio! Leviosa! Superfire! Accio! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Still hoping to survive this, are you? An utterly pitiful display.
I'll get you.
Leviosa! Accio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
This is impossible.
Accio! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
Get away with that.
Revelio!
Both camps cleared. Madame Beaumont will be glad to hear that.
Bardolph!
Hello, Madame Beaumont. Good news. I was able to clear out Ranrock's camps.
You cleared them out? How?
It was harrowing, and they dug in their heels, but I managed.
Oh, I wish my brother could have done what you did. Perhaps he'd still be with me now. I'm especially grateful. You did, for Bardolph, what I could not. You saved our hamlet, my young friend. This will not be forgotten. I fear for other hamlets, truly. Ranrock and his lot are unlike any goblins I've ever seen.
What do you have for sale?
What you look... I should have... Thank you. Sincerely. Badolf, you wouldn't have left without saying goodbye, would you? Marvellous. I could always use more of these. I should have done more. I shall never forgive myself. I do appreciate what you went... Badolf, you wouldn't have left without saying goodbye, would you? I should have done more. I shall never forgive myself. Thank you for that. Badolf, you wouldn't have left without...
He said it was a creature-induced injury, but I don't think so. Reckon he was still trying to live.
Adelaide Oaks, isn't it? I received your owl.
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. Oh dear. You see, my Uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since